The guy walked through the door, only to find his mom sitting in the living room fuming with anger. Turns out his mom had gone through James's room and discovered he hadn't applied to the grad school she'd been hoping for. This made her furious. In her anger, she told James to move out. To keep things from escalating, James decided to rent a place and stay there for a while. So the next day, James started apartment hunting, but finding a decent place on short notice was easier said than done. Finally, with a friend's help, James found an affordable place. Once he got settled in, James went right back to juggling multiple part-time jobs. That afternoon, a delivery guy wearing a helmet barged into Emma's office past her secretary, insisting the package had to be delivered in person, and demanding to see Emma's ID. Emma was completely over it. She slammed her ID down on the desk for him to check. The next second,
누나네.
Emma looked up confused, only to discover the delivery guy was James again. Seeing Emma still looking all suspicious, James suddenly felt like messing with her, so he turned it around on Emma. Why does she keep showing up at his workplaces? Was she into him because he's good looking and trying to chase him? And before Emma could even respond, he turned and walked away. Emma was so annoyed she had to laugh, but what she didn't know was 5 jobs wasn't even James's limit. Meanwhile, the sharp and efficient Emma had a life that was nothing like the polished image she projected. The next morning, Emma was chewing on stale bread while scrolling through work files on her phone. This was pretty much her daily routine. Grab whatever when she's hungry, drink tap water from a bottle when she's thirsty. Her huge mansion looked like a pigsty, a complete disaster. She'd always tell herself successful people don't sweat the small stuff, but today even she couldn't take it anymore. Figured it was time to hire a housekeeper. Suddenly she noticed on the table a flyer for a housekeeping service. So once she got to the office, Emma called the housekeeping company. Soon enough, James, who was working part-time for the company, got sent to Emma's mansion. Looking at the luxurious estate, James couldn't help but whistle in admiration. But when he saw what the inside looked like, he was absolutely floored. Finally understood why the client wanted someone strong for the job, because this place was an absolute wreck. Someone weaker couldn't clean this in a day, and he probably never would have guessed. This was the home of that gorgeous, badass billionaire lady. James tied on his apron and got to work like a diligent housekeeper, cleaning thoroughly and efficiently. He worked fast and did it well. Before long, the mansion looked brand new. Emma had no clue about any of this, since she'd been running into James so frequently before. His sudden absence actually left her feeling a bit off, so she immediately headed to the coffee shop where James worked, only to be told by another employee James had the day off. Then she went to the mall where James sold perfume. When she spotted what looked like James from behind, Emma's face lit up with a smile. She quickly walked up, and with a girl's shy excitement, tapped him on the shoulder. Emma realized the person in front of her wasn't James. Her heart sank with disappointment, but fate always has a way of arranging surprises in the most unexpected places. That evening when Emma got home, she walked right into James, who just finished cleaning.